If we go back in time to the days where your dreads weren't so long, I swear the most exciting moment is during that phase where when it was time to get a retwist. If you have a dread bob, or if you have starter lock, or if you have short dreads, I'm pretty sure that you know exactly what I'm talking about. There was something about getting a retwist at this stage that just hit different than any other stage. And that was probably due to the fact that you were really invested into the growth progression. Somebody with tough ass locks most likely inspired you to start growing out your own. It's cool to be inspired by a nigga, but if you get too caught up in trying to get your locks to look like somebody else's, or if you get too caught up in how good the end product of somebody else's dreads look, you're gonna naturally start comparing your dreads to theirs, and you're gonna hyper fixate on your own hair. You can't wait till your hair looks as good as the person who inspired you, and it's low-key bothering you that it's not happening overnight. The key to growing out your locks is not these random YouTube videos, not these mystery-ass oils on TikTok Shop, or any other methods that people yap about to cut corners. On some real shit, your dreads gonna grow as soon as you stop giving a fuck about them. As soon as you stop touching them, as soon as you stop putting random shit in it, as soon as you stop caring, they will grow. And sometimes not caring isn't the easiest thing. Nobody wants to look like fucking Marlon Wayans all the time with these little ass dreads. I completely understand. In order to stop caring, you need to find security within your locks, and the only way you do that is by getting your dreads to a comfortable length. And when I say comfortable length, I'm not talking about like your end goal is, okay, so I'm trying to get my hair like right here, but if my hair go to like right here, you know, I'm gonna be fine. I'm gonna feel comfortable. That's what I'm talking about by comfortable length. And that's what makes getting a retwist in the beginning stages so exciting, because it's the only way that you can measure the growth progression. And each time you get a retwist, you get closer and closer to that comfortable length. When you get to that comfortable length, you are gonna naturally stop caring about your dread. And after a while, you look up and realize that your hair got long as shit without you even realizing. Now all of a sudden you feel like the black version of this nigga. Now all of a sudden you flipping your hair back and forth and shit like these hoes be doing. Now all of a sudden you feel a random nigga touch your ass crack while you in the shower. Whole time it's just your locks. And this only happened because you found security in your length and you just stopped giving a fuck. See, I feel for niggas that have short dreads, even though y'all piss me off. Y'all piss me off because every time I open my phone, I see y'all hitting the renegade or some shit or trying to seduce me. But I understand why y'all stay getting retwists. Y'all are just trying to get closer and closer to that comfortable length so you don't have to be so self-conscious. As your dreads start to get longer, you gonna stop giving a fuck about getting a retwist so much, because it's just not gonna hit the same like it did before in the earlier stages. One reason being that it just takes too motherfucking long. When you first start locks, retwists be taking like an hour and a half, 2 hours max, and the shit don't even be hurting for real. And it makes sense because your dreads aren't so thick. There's less hair to manage, so it's easier to isolate each and every lock. It's easy to see what the fuck you're looking at because there's not so much hair. And the thing is, at that short dread length, having precise parts ain't even that much of a necessity, because your little ass dreads is gonna sit at the top of your dome, and it's gonna cover all those parts up. So you don't need your parts to look so crisp. When your dreads long, your shit don't sit at the top of your head. Your shit fall off, meaning that all your parts is visible. So you have to make all your parts precise so they can just look good. Because I swear, when your dreads get longer, getting a retwist is gonna feel like you've been sentenced to life or some shit. It literally feels like you're locked up because you're sitting down for so long not being able to move at all. Like after 3 hours, your mom will just be itching to tweak out only because you've been hitting the mannequin challenge in a chair for a long ass time. You'll be driven to the brink of insanity because your loctician act like she don't got no empathy for others and start being rough as shit coming out your nappy ass new growth. Shit just feel like somebody doing brain surgery on my head, but just forgot to put me off anesthesia. So I'm just wide awake while this millennial ass lady is playing with my brain. And what makes this whole thing worse is that you didn't give a fuck about getting a retwist in the first place. You only got a retwist because other people were on your dick about it. I can't stand a nigga that's always thinking somebody need a damn retwist, acting like I just got no self-awareness, talking about I need a retwist. Bro, you don't think I know that shit? You don't think I know that? It's my hair, bro, it's not yours. If I got that D-Lo shit, okay, what about it? I like it. And the crazy thing is always niggas with no hair that got so much to say about a nigga needing a retwist. Dude, you have fucking 4 waves and a widow's peak. You are not a hair guru. Leave me the fuck alone. On some ignorant shit, I get a retwist every 5 to 6 months, bro, because I just can't stand a retwist. In this video, I'm gonna explain to you each and every reason on why you should feel the exact same way. Actually, no. I'm gonna remind you of every single reason of why you should feel the exact same way, because you already know. Deep down, you already know. If you are a dreadhead right now and you really want a retwist, I want you to take all this shit into consideration. And if you're not ready to deal with these things, then don't get a retwist. Starting with number 1, the looks after you get a retwist. Now I know when I say that, most of y'all are gonna be like, what the hell is he talking about? I know y'all be feeling like Michael B. Jordan or some shit walking around in public after getting a fresh retwist. All these random girls want to start trying to be around you all of a sudden. They be staring at you, biting their lip and shit, mouth be watering, or they just start doing that shit with their eyes when they know they want something. I think every nigga wouldn't mind these looks coming from a girl. So you'll probably be like, bro, what is this nigga talking about? I'm talking about the looks from niggas that don't understand black people's hair. Like mostly white niggas. I swear these niggas act like you have some sort of science experiment on the top of your head. When black people see other black people got their hair done, the look up is fast. The feedback, it's fast. Oh, you got your hair done? It's some shit like that. It's fast. But when the non-black people look up and give comments and shit, it be slow. The dreads, what's different? What'd you do with them? And you can explain to them that you just got a retwist, and the whole time you're trying to talk to them, they're not even making eye contact with you because they're too busy still staring at your hair. Like, bro, what the fuck are you looking at? It's literally just retwisted dreads. And I know I'm sitting up here saying that only non-black people do this shit. I'm low-key lying because you know who else does this shit? These fucking old heads. You gotta understand, their generation grew up wearing that Alonzo Mourning ass shit all the time. So they don't understand the concept of dreads. In their prime, they build limit when it comes to hair was like 2 inches tall. And not only that, this slab of meatloaf on their head was stationary. No matter what they did, their hair always stayed in place. And they see us with hair that's 100% longer than theirs and flops all over the place. You get a retwist from once, they start saying that clueless ass shit like, what did you do with the twist? Hey bro, shut the fuck up, nigga. You know these are called dreads. You know these are called locks. Put your pride to the side and call them by their name. Number 2, the feeling after. If you're somebody like me who barely gets a retwist and always has fro-ass locks, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You'll be so used to having all that hair in your head and feeling warm all the time. Wolfing your shit for so long will subconsciously make you feel like you're wearing clothes over your face or something like that. When you get a retwist with a fresh cut, it feels like a nigga just took all your clothes off. Like your whole head be feeling bare as shit. You know how some dogs and cats have to get their fur trimmed all the way down after a while? They be furry as hell for half a year and then get a cut and start looking like an old ball sack by the body. And they be mad as shit too. I know exactly how these animals feel. I see some nigga in the comments saying I need a retwist, and a week and a half ago, I finally got one. Look, bro, I don't give a fuck what you niggas have to say about that Young Thug shit I had, bro, but I'm genuinely pissed off right now. I am still pissed to this day that I had to get a retwist. Aside from the fact that I just like the natural look, I feel like when your new growth gets out of control, people will categorize you as somebody that shouldn't be fucked with. Bro, when I get a retwist, I get the impression that niggas just think I look like I hand out brochures or some shit, like I'm just some candy ass. Number 3, the facelift. I can't stand this facelift shit. I'm sure y'all heard plenty of people say that you have to let your retwist marinate over a few days. That is the realest thing. All these girls drooling over your retwist now, but if they saw how your goofy ass looked the day of the retwist, they would have looked at somebody else. Tight ass retwist. Of course your face is gonna be pulled back. I wouldn't want it any other way because you do want your retwist to last long. But damn, it changes your whole face scan. For the first day, you will literally look like a nigga that's not you. This is how y'all saw me before the retwist. This is my normal face scan. When I got a retwist, I was looking like Dwayne Bacon with dreads on God. Like if my face is gonna be pulled back that much, I might as well just start wearing lace fronts and shit. Number 4, your front taper. Some bitch ass nigga in the comments said something about my front taper. And shit, I low-key respect him. I can't lie, my bitch ass barber almost had a successful assassination attempt by pushing my shit back. Nigga most definitely did a little bit, bro, but my shit's still smooth, bro. My shit's still smooth. Nigga definitely pushed my shit back just a little bit, my front taper back, but hey, my shit's still smooth. Because of this innovative young man right here, y'all have full permission to get on my front taper. But I want y'all to understand this one thing right here. My front taper could possibly be crazy, but do not ever think that my shit is on the cooked radar. Bro, look at this shit. Bro, pretend this is the high school. If this is the high school 3-point line, my nigga, then this shit, where my front taper ends, this is the college 3-point line, bro. It's not that much of a difference. It's a little bit back, but like it's cool though. You know what I mean? That's what my front taper is. That's not bad. You know, college 3, you know. Niggas be having their front taper ending at half court. I am not one of those niggas. Bro, on a serious note, over the past year or two, I literally noticed that my front taper has slowly been moving back after each retwist or each cut, and I never knew why. Because I thought when your front taper goes back, I thought that's just something that only people with freeform dreads had to deal with. I don't have freeform dreads. But I found out that the reason why my shit is slowly doing that is because I begin to cut before the retwist. Apparently, you're supposed to get the retwist before the cut. I didn't know that. I didn't know that shit. The process of getting a retwist can crucify your front taper if you don't know what's going on, bro. So I had to let my niggas, y'all know